What's going on, guys? Thanks a lot for tuning in to another Veto video featuring the MB5B infrared. This one I am super excited about, and shout out to my coworker Kevin for actually lending me this bag. He bought this thing brand new and he's gonna get brand new tools and everything like that, and he was nice enough to give me the bag over the weekend so that I could do a review on it, because I've been wanting to see this bag for so long in person, and it's finally here. We're going to start with the exterior, obviously, and I'm going to pop up on the screen what the dimensions are, including the width, the depth, the height, and any other information that you guys may want for this bag, because it is a little bit bigger, and I personally have the Tech MC bag and it is bigger than that, so that I can show you guys an idea of comparison for that. So now that we got that out of the way, let's start with the front here. So the first one is going to be a really big pocket, and once again you can go all the way down, and you also have this nice little zipper pocket right here, which gets probably about half my finger down there, so probably only like a little bit over an inch. It doesn't go very deep, but this might be enough space where you can fit some alligator clips or maybe even a pen, just smaller stuff like that. What's cool about this big pouch is that it also has this divider pouch here. So if you want to put like flashlights, maybe smaller screwdrivers, it's gonna fit in this pouch right here as well, so that you can keep it separate from the longer tools that you may need in here. And of course this part is Velcro. And then this little pouch here, I'm thinking I'm most likely going to put my flashlight in here. And for these little pouches here, you can fit drill bits, Allen keys, or any other smaller tools that you may need in here as well. And the other first thing that I notice is Veto's handle. Now this Veto handle is really good quality, and they've done this before. However, a little bit of a different design is the material that they used on here. Compared to my MC tool bag, it actually has hinges where it can actually swivel, which I prefer that. I feel like that's a little bit more reliable than this, but my coworker will let me know how he feels about this after using it for a few months. But I would say so far that's my only concern with this bag. And then the elephant in the room is that this is obviously a backpack, but not just a backpack. These straps are actually removable. So if you just push down and then lift back up, this comes out, and then the bottom piece is just a little clip that can be easily undone. So if you would rather haul this around with a shoulder strap, since it has rings right here, you can do that option too. Personally, I like the backpack style bags because when I have to do commercial jobs and climb on tall ladders, it's nice to have both hands free, not have something on my side that's going to be swinging around and throwing me off balance. That's just a personal opinion. And then, as usual, you guys know what my favorite is that it has this hook so that you can hook it up in your van and not put strain on this handle, which I think is really important in this case, because I don't think I would want to put this handle on any other type of hook in the van and have it swing around. Now, on the back side here, it's Velcro, and this piece is actually padded, so it's very comfortable for your back so that you can jam more tools into here and it's not going to, jam into your spine, compared to some of the other designs that Veto has done before on the smaller bags. So I think that this is a really nice touch. And of course, it goes in pretty deep, so you can fit a lot in here. I think there might be somewhat of a waterproof material in here, or water resistant, but I could be wrong. It definitely feels different compared to what I felt in other bags previously. And then probably my favorite part about this bag is the side pouches, especially with the infrared line that Veto came out with last year. They definitely started utilizing the infrared pouches. We unzip it. We got a pouch that can fit most meters in there, and it's also a lot of smaller pouches and pockets where you can put miscellaneous tools in there. How are you going to fit a meter in here with all this storage in the space? This storage is actually optional, so you can actually pull it out, and it's a magnet, so you can hook this on your belt, and then you can easily fit a meter inside of here, which we're going to be doing when I load this guy out. We have this little pocket here where you can put some other miscellaneous tools in here for quick and easy access. I learned this tip from Tools with Tim. We all know that the new Evo system is coming out, where there's going to be very specific side pouches to go onto the bags. And in my opinion, I think it's a good idea. I really love the idea of customizing Veto bags. However, they're just so specific, and I don't think that they're just enough at this time, but hopefully that's going to change in the upcoming years. This idea that I got from Tools with Tim is that he said you can take one of your pouches that you have already that have the magnetic flap, you can stick it into the sleeve right here so that you can take it on the go. In my case, I have field piece digital gauges. Sometimes I need them, sometimes I don't. This would be a really good optional piece for a technician like myself. On the other side here, it's pretty much the same style. They give you this little lanyard where you can put thread tape and electrical tape, and if we open it up, it's pretty close to being the same style. And again, this is removable as well. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if this will actually fit in here. It's gonna be a little bit tight. I'm just gonna see what it looks like when I remove all my probes. And technically it fits, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit of a tight fit. So I would probably stick to these sleeves out here where you usually put your tape measure on here. I think that's gonna work out a lot better for you guys. And as expected for a tool bag of this size by Veto, you have a very sturdy base that's going to prevent it from tipping over that easily. Obviously, if you're going to have it on a hill, I could see it falling forward, but in this case, technicians like myself usually use a bag like this, either indoors working on furnaces or on flat rooftops working on rooftop units. The difference between this bag and some of the MC series is that the MC backpacks usually have two sides, two zippers, so that you have a little bit more storage in there. And that's why I always went with the MC, because I liked how much I could fit in there, because I wasn't really a fan of the idea of just having one pouch. But after using that bag for a couple of years, I got kind of annoyed of going into so many different pockets. So I'm actually more open to the idea of having just one big storage area where I can see all of my tools at once. So let's see what it looks like on the inside. And I gotta say, the space in here is very generous. And this style is pretty similar to a lot of bags that I've seen, but the coolest part about this bag is that it also has V-swap panels. So if you don't like the layout in here, you can actually remove it. Comes out like that. You can get multiple V-swap panels, so if you want to have different loadouts, maybe for different seasons or different jobs, you can put this in your van and have another similar one or different style to just throw in here depending on what job you're doing. Really cool, which I haven't seen before personally, is that there's also another V-swap panel right on this side. So this is another customizable one that you guys can try out as well. And it's held on by Velcro and a couple of buttons. Some of my other bags have had V-swap panels, and I personally haven't had any issues with it, especially loading them out pretty heavy. On this specific V-swap panel, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 smaller pouches, but you can still fit screwdrivers in there. And then you got 2 medium-sized pouches for maybe meters or smaller meters. And then you got a couple bigger pouches where maybe you can put a clamp meter in there or temperature probes, whatever you may need. And then you have all these extra smaller slots where you can put more drill bits. And that's going to be the same story up here for most of these. And then maybe in this little bit of a bigger pouch, you can put something like alligator clips, which is what I usually put in pouches like that. And then on this V-swap panel, you have another 4, I would say, smaller pouches. Again, kind of similar to these, where you can fit screwdrivers in here. You also have this pouch right here. Unfortunately, it does not go all the way down, but what more can you ask for from this bag? This one goes down a little bit after where the V-swap panels start. As usual, I'm going to start gently loading out this bag because, again, my coworker is going to put brand new tools into this thing, so I'm just going to give you guys an idea of how much I can fit in this bag. Let's get to it. I'm going to start in the front pouch here because I'm pretty excited to see if my big container is going to fit in here. So I'm going to use that little divider in here, which again doesn't go as deep, but that can separate some of the longer tools that fit in here. And that actually fits really nicely. I can see it, and it's there for quick and easy access whenever I need wire nuts or spade connectors, anything like that. And let's put a couple Knipex wrenches in here. It closes. Yep, it sure does. And then this little zipper here, let's put some alligator clips in there. That's a good way to utilize that space, in my opinion. We throw a flashlight in here, it slides in pretty easily. And then just have a random mailing key I can throw in here. As I've noticed, the theme with this bag is that it has a lot of slots for smaller bits. Let's see if my fluke will fit in here. Fits like a glove. It doesn't put any strain on the zippers, so I think that's a really good utilization of that pouch. With this pouch here, you guys can probably put some leads in there, or in my case, I might put some like extra leads or extra tips for my leads. This pouch here, I'm going to challenge this one by trying to fit my Milwaukee gloves in here. That worked out pretty nicely. Other pouch here, I'm going to put my crescent wrench in this pouch, my wire strippers in the next pouch here, and then let's put my clamp meter in here as well. Let's say my side cutters in this front pouch here. And that fits very nicely too. Throw some electrical tape and some thread tape on this ring here. for nice easy access. Voila. I'm gonna try my boiler gauge in this side pouch here. Kind of curious if it'll fit or not. Wow. It's almost like that was actually made for my boiler gauge. And then for the sake of you guys watching this, I'm actually gonna remove the strap so you can see this backside better. So personally, I've been looking for a bag where I can fit my mechanic Milwaukee light that actually goes around your neck. This is probably my favorite light because it's all hands-free. I don't have to have it on my head because I feel like the ones on my head just always end up falling off one way or another. And this one is nice and easy to take on and off, which I like a lot. Dang, that fit perfectly. Honestly, I'm starting to think that this bag is made for me, so I might end up keeping it. Kidding, I'll give it back. Veto can take my money and start filling out the inside. Another thing I forgot to mention is that it has these side pouches on here too. Let's actually test now how deep they can go. Not gonna lie, they're very tight, but I would say it's definitely perfect for the longer extension bits. Maybe let's throw our utility knife on the side here. Fits nicely. And now let's try to fit that manometer in this pouch. Got the manometer in there. Let's try to jam this hose in there, see if it'll fit. That was pretty easy. And honestly, if I played around with this enough, I could fit a lot more in here. I really want to see what to do with my Klein flashlight. That's a magnet and also a carabiner. I'm probably going to utilize this strap, so it kind of hooks onto there. Not too bad. Let's see if it'll close up. Beautiful. Wait, check. Honestly, it's not that bad. And again, I suppose that's not a huge deal that Veto chose this handle style for this, because most likely, if you're not going to do the backpack straps, you're likely going to have a shoulder strap anyhow. I really love how customizable this bag is. And if you guys have any other video suggestions or want to see any other tool reviews or want to see more of something that you may have saw in this video, make sure you drop a comment down below. On a side note, it really helps a lot when you hit the like button and subscribe. It means a lot to me, so I can keep on producing content for you guys. And as usual, I'll see you guys in the next call.